I was the first to tell people that Earth had two suns. I was the first to tell people they were going to be locked down and martial law was going to occur on January of 2020. I was the first to tell people that the rapture is a pole shift of Earth caused by a binary star. I was the first to tell people that the revelation is that Earth has two suns. I am the first person to say, in order for the moon to be red and the sun to be black, there must be four objects in the sky. If the moon is on the outside of Earth, then what is causing the sun to be black? The only way the moon can be red is when the sun shines on the Earth and it shines on the moon, making it red. Meaning, what's making the sun black? The only way the sun can be black and the moon can be red is if there's four objects in the sky. I was the first to tell scientists that glaciers were melting from the bottom up, and I've been paid zero for telling everybody all of that information first. Let's go through it. I was the first to show people two suns in the sky. I had videos with 28 million views apiece, 30 of them. So let's take a look at the ghost inside the machine, shall we? The ghost inside the machine is the fact that you're the first. Well, how can you be the first if I'm the first on all those things? Because you're the first on all the stuff that you're putting out. We are the new reporters. We are the new news. We are the future of broadcasting. Whether people want to say what they want to say about you TikTokers or you people on any kind of a podcast type of a situation, everybody's getting into it now because simply they want to be the first of a new generation of media. And I had to be led into podcasting. I didn't even want to do it at first. So there's a lot of podcasters out there, but understand this. We all are the first bringing out our themed podcasts, and I think we're all doing a very good job. So it's time that you know that Earth has two suns. It's time that you know that Earth has two suns. They're in the sky. And I was the first. And so when the news comes out that there's two suns in the sky and they say, wow, we never heard of that before. Every single famous person that says they've never heard of Poleshift Alert and its contents is a liar. They all are taking information off of my page and just giving out little tidbits because they know when it all comes down, the invisibilization of Greg Martin, my own word, it's not going to keep. You're not going to invisibilize me. You are. You're trying. Your 2 views, your 1 view, it's a joke. Come on. Everybody knows better. You're going to end up all looking like clowns, and I'm going to be the biggest dog on planet Earth. Earth has two suns. Told to Earth by Greg Martin. Greg Martin. Greg Martin. If you need the spelling, look it the fuck up on my Nobel Peace Prize. Okay, Ass Chief? According to reports, in 2 years from now, time travel will be available to all. Anyone will be able to use it. 2028. Here's an image of Black Rock Mountain, and it's made completely of magnetic metal. You can read it on there yourself. Go ahead and knock yourself out. That's all on you to hit pause there. There's another pyramid in Antarctica. Apparently, the Egyptians built that. Here's a pyramid on an asteroid. Apparently, those Egyptian guys were pretty busy. Here's the exact dimensions of a craft that fits exactly inside all of the alignments and the dodecahedrons and all that crap. There's, all of this stuff is, there's something to it all. Everything's right there. Earth, fire, ether, air, water. It's all a game, baby. Where are you at in the game? Do you know what ether is? Why weren't these mentioned in the Bible? They're like 70 miles away, man. Wasn't even mentioned in the Bible. What's going on with that? Didn't find them interesting enough? Maybe not everything is as we thought it's supposed to be. Maybe they altered some stuff. Maybe everything ain't as we expected. It's pretty wild stuff out there, isn't there? Oh yeah, there's nothing below the pyramids either. Yeah, so that couldn't exist, and that starting to find out that a lot of stuff exists that you didn't know nothing about. Isn't that right? These guys had electricity. They had all the bells and whistles that we have, these ancient civilizations. Everybody's starting to realize that Tartaria was much more advanced than us. Ancient Egypt, Samaria, all these great civilizations, Mu, Lemuria. We're starting to figure out that nothing is what we've been told. So it's interesting and fun. And, I even found out this stuff about Nibiru, the planet. Hang on a sec. On planet Nibiru, they live mostly below ground, and there's hardly any of them left because of this big war between the North and the South. Now, I'm borrowing other people's information and passing it on to my followers. So now when people put out some stuff about the Poleshift, I don't mind. We want Earthlings to know. We want everybody to know. But anyway, they had to come up with this thing called the law of the seed on planet Nibiru, because on Nibiru, they have side bitches too. They got side hoes. So the king of the north got with the queen of the south, but then they got to have concubines, and they get to have sex with them all, and then they get to be up on the throne. But the concubines were all having the kids first, and it was pissing the queen off. So they had to change the laws even on the planet that created us because of bitches. See what a pain in the ass you guys are? All that over a little action. Maybe you should shell out a little more. Talk a little less. Oh, yeah. Remember, guys, I'm there for you, bro. I was the first. I was the first to say that. I was the first, dog. Now, it is my belief that somewhere between November and 2136, we will undergo serious changes, and this most likely will be the west coast of the future. Several hundred miles of it are going to break off. San Diego is going to be gone. Part of San Francisco is going to be gone. LA is going to be not really a functional city, mostly underwater. Altadena, Pasadena above water. Great Lakes is going to be one Great Lake now. There's going to be a bridge going across Mississippi that's about 30 miles wide. New Orleans is going to be gone. Florida is going to be gone. One Great Lake now. Somewhere between 2050 and 2136, we are going to undergo serious changes. Now, as far as what is going on right now, I'm trying to be the first on a lot of stuff, to tell you. But they're invisibilizing me and ruining me, stealing all my money. And then when the event does come, they're just not going to mention me as if I never existed while I kick and scream over in the corner. I'm getting tired of being dismissed by these clowns when I have these massive numbers. And I'm going to have to somehow find a way to break free from these freak show social media sites and try to find a way to somehow get some true numbers and some true justice from these social media companies that robbed, ruined, raped me, and made me look like a joke when the only joke is they themselves. We're the first. And so are you. We're the first of a new generation of newscasters, podcasters, and broadcasters.